For super cheap FIFA points to open up packs and get the highest rated players, go to CD Keys. They have iOS and Android top-ups cheaper than retail with instant delivery. The links are in the description. Go check them out. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome to another episode of the FIFA Mobile Road to Glory, kicking things off with the league. And I'm going to show you every single goal that I score, because unfortunately there aren't too many. I'm cycling through the left here to try and find an opponent, and I've picked one out. Or I didn't, I changed my mind, and I've gone with this guy. He's got the Russian centre-back Sidibe, he's got Grimaldo, the Benfica left-back, Javier Mascherano at centre-back as well. A very, very strong defensive unit. He's got a couple of elites in there as well. Doesn't stop Pepe getting things off to a pretty decent start there, and Vidal following up with a second goal. I only managed to score 2 against that guy, so I moved on to a different opponent, as I think he only had one that last turn left. A lot of people have been spreading their turns around, I see. I couldn't find anyone who had 3 turns against him left. So we went up against this guy twice because he had 2 turns left. Managed to score 3, I think, was it in the first one, and in the second game it took me a little while to get cracking with it, but eventually Pardo popped up with something magnificent there, and I kept sort of abusing that right hand side. Giovinco making it for, sorry, Pardo making it 4. Cuadrado again on that right hand side somehow makes it 5, and finally Cuadrado puts the icing on the cake and makes it 6-0. As you can see, I only scored 11 goals, but we'd won that one anyway. In fact, a lot of people just didn't take their turns toward the end because we only had an hour left, and it wasn't physically possible for them to catch us up. So I think that's the way it ended. Score-wise, they didn't break 300. We didn't go any further. And let's move on with Team Heroes. The Team Heroes event this week, kind of hoping to get a Bayern crest out of it, really, because the Bayern crest is what we're going to need in order to go and claim our free crests next week, because they scored 5. This is a brand new event, which I really liked, and they don't do enough of these type of things, really. I've never seen this before. If you hit that one, you get like a ×2, so you get 2 onto your overall. You needed 6, so I needed to hit that ×2 3 times, or I could have just gone and hit the ×1 6 times. But I decided to be greedy, and it worked, and it was, I don't know, it's just, I like it, it's different. This drills event is getting very tedious already. They just use the same event over and over again. You just got to hit the FIFA logo in the middle, and we end up getting ourselves a token, which will go towards our drills pack later on. The drills pack is actually really decent. You get quite a few goals in there, so hopefully we can pull another one of those very, very shortly. As is the daily warm-up. The daily warm-up is a pro pack. Now, the pro pack has been given a different skin lately because of the Champions event that they released. I think it was in the episode yesterday with those new players. So I'm kind of hoping to get this done in the next couple of days, then we can get a pro pack underway and hopefully bag ourselves one of those items. As you can see, we've got some more free gifts from Weezing, Josh, Matt, Caraldino, and I can't read the guy at the top's name. He said subscribe to something. I'd probably ignore it. Thank you very much, though, to the rest of you. Thank you very much to all of you who send me things. Honestly, don't have to do it, but they all go towards plans. Now, that guy in particular there on the end, Alston, he is Scottish, and he will be going towards something that we're going to be doing very, very shortly. Before we do that, though, we did end up winning that league, which means we got 3 league tokens in order to put towards our 99 Royce. This is the situation at the moment. We need 1 more league win, which would give us 3 tokens, and then we can complete the league master portion of Marco Royce, which will basically mean plain sailing from here on. So as you can see there, we've got 3 of 3 mobile master plans done. We will then have 20 of 20 league master tokens done. The live events is literally just going to have to come from me completing live events. I'll go check on the progress of that in a second. And then we just need to do the mobile master seasons and the mobile master divisions. Now, of course, divisions is easy. My mistake. Divisions is easy. All I need to do, as you can see, I'm halfway through a season as it is here. All we need to do really is to just play these games. In fact, if I win 1 more game, I will win the division, which is pretty cool. In fact, let's not go do that now. The live events, on the other hand, is something that will require an awful lot of work, I guess. I'm just going to have to go through and do every single live event that I can get my hands on, regardless of whether I want to do it or not. I don't think it counts for the like repeatable ones. So for instance, what was that number then? Let's go have a look at that number. Let's go do one and test it out. So the live event there, 364. If we go have a look to see if there are any live events we can actually participate in, unfortunately there is not. They're all locked That veteran ones unlocks in 36 minutes, and it is repeatable. So I'm going to test it by myself to see if I can do that. But like as you can see, I've done everything. I don't know why an attack mode event pops up. Does that count towards a live event? I'm not sure. I don't want to start that just yet. But what I'm going to be doing for the time being is I'm going to go and open up a bunch of these champion packs. Now, I haven't got them yet. I've gone and I was going to do the Russian one, and I couldn't find Russian players cheap enough. But what I've done is I've gone and bought the Scottish one. Now, the Scottish one may not appeal to most people, but there's only like 4 gold, 4 silver, 1 elite. So there's not actually that many players to choose from. But with that in mind as well, I'll just claim these now. And I'll open them later so we can go do them after I've claimed them all. Basically, what that means is we're going to have more chances of pulling some good players in there, purely because there's not that many players we can pull in general. Yeah, makes sense? So when I eventually get a chance to do this now, if we can pack that Fletcher, he's worth more than what this would have cost me. Like, easily worth more than what this would have cost me. In fact, we need to go and get ourselves another 1 Scottish player and another 2 Scottish cups, incidentally. But I'm not going to do that yet. We'll do that. I'll do that in tomorrow's episode. Tomorrow's episode is going to be a bit of a weird one, so we'll save some stuff for tomorrow. At the moment, then, we've got ourselves 6 Scottish Champions packs to open. 1 elite player in this, and that's it. There's 1 elite chance of 1 elite player, but if we pack that, it's more than paid for it all. So if we could do that, that would be amazing. If not, 2 of the gold players are worth a few thousand coins each. All of them are worth at least 2,500 coins each, so at least we're going to make some back there. Reveal, we get ourselves Burke. He will sell for, like I say, he'll sell for about 2,000 coins. So each, in theory, this is a good trading method, because each thing in theory costs like 2.5k. So, okay, I've lost 500 coins there, but some of them are going to be worth more than what you pay for. So if we can get a gold player, which we've just gotten, we've gotten Maloney, he's worth about 4k. So that is about 1,000 coins profit right there. So it's not an exact science, you're not going to make money every single time, but if you can get a gold player, you have guaranteed yourself some profit. And we get another Maloney. I'm not complaining whatsoever, because like I said, that's 1,000 coins profit right there. Let's go and open the final 3. And if you bag that elite player, you've more than made your money back. We get McKay, which I'm not quite sure sells for anything more than 2k, but like I said, they are guaranteed to sell for 2k, so that's something, I guess. Let's open up this bad boy right here and see if we can get ourselves another gold. No, we get Patterson, the right back. Again, sells for about 2,000. They may sell for a little bit more, but they're guaranteed not to sell for anything less, which is decent. And as we move into the final pack of the episode, we get ourselves another Patterson. I'm not too disheartened by that at all, because I think I've cottoned onto something there. Each of these Champions players will sell for 2,000 coins purely because people use them to go towards the Champions plans. You know, if people are trying to get these Eric Bailly, Jedinak and players like that, they need these players. And a lot of people won't go out there and buy the cups and the players and do them themselves, which I like to do. They'll just go and buy the players, which is, you know, fine, but then people like me will benefit, so I can go and sell those now. I'm actually tempted to sell all of my Champions players. And a lot of people would be like, oh, I thought you said you were going to go after Goetze or Jedinak or Nani or Bailly or something. And yeah, whether I'd like to, yeah, of course. But to get these cups, to get those cups, I mean, that global cup right there costs about 60k, and I need 5 of them. When am I ever going to have that much money to go and get that, Goetze, when I could probably buy the Goetze for the amount that it's going to cost me anyway? Look at all of those players that I have. Look at all of those players. All of those worth 2,000 coins each. I could sell all of those. I mean, the gold ones are worth about 4k each, but all of those worth at least 2,000 coins each. That is a lot of money. I've got, like, hang on, let me just double check to see. I've got 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I've got 29, which is about, what, 60, just under 60,000, and that's not including the golds that I have as well. So we're looking at nearly 100,000 in total, I would imagine. 90k in worth of Champions players there. I could sell them. Let me know in the comment section down below. Should I sell them and then put all that money, possibly, back in to doing more of these plans? Because if you think about it, those Scottish ones, I think I'm onto something there. The Scottish players cost about 700 coins each. The cup itself, 500 coins each. So that's 1,400, 2,100. You're saying 2,500 coins each time you do it, right? So it's costing 2.5k per plan. If you bag a gold player, you've made yourself 1.5k after tax, about just over 1,000 coins. If you bag a silver player, you've lost 500-600 coins, granted. But I mean, some of them may go for more, but I just for the sake of it, I'm just gonna say that they sell for 2k. So, but if you pack the Elite Fletcher, he probably sells for, I mean, I'm not quite, I haven't checked, so I've got no idea, but I mean, you know, he's going to sell for a decent amount. I would say at least 35k, surely. Let's go Fletcher Elite. Let's have a look to see what he's worth. Oh, wow, okay, there we go. So he's worth 97,000. He would actually fit into my midfield fairly well, but I don't think I would put him there just purely because he would be lower rated than Arturo Vidal would. I mean, but he's got a great long passing, decent ball control. He's not a bad player, but say for instance you're going to sell him for about 90k, you probably get about 80k back after tax. So if I sold all of those players for 80,000, put it back in and just bagged one Fletcher, I've made my money back. And come on, you're bound to get at least one Fletcher in all of those players, right? Let me know in the comment section down below whether you want me to do that. Because if you do want me to do that, I'll get that done ready for tomorrow's episode. Because tomorrow's episode is going to be a bit of a weird one. Because I need to film it within the next hour and a half. And I can't really do that. Because obviously I need a live events and everything to replenish. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. So if you do want me to do it, I'm going to release the video right now. I'm going to get your opinion. If you don't want me to do it, I'm just going to do a live episode of Seasons. Because that's pretty much what I'm going to have to do in order to get an episode out. So let me know down below whether I should do that or not. Or whether I should do it with a different nation. I can't really think of another nation, though, that is as cheap to do as Scotland. Because the Ukrainian Cups are ridiculously cheap. But the players are just too expensive. Scotland's got a nice mix. Cheap cup, cheap players. I don't know. Let me know. If you've enjoyed this episode, do me a favour and smack the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have done so. Thank you very much for watching. And until the next time, goodbye.